1. The time trap, understanding why the present moment matters. Have you ever found yourself trapped in a mental maze where your thoughts are constantly racing between what happened yesterday and what might happen tomorrow? You're not alone. Millions of people are prisoners of their own minds, missing the most precious gift life offers: this very moment. Our brains are incredible machines, but they've become expert time travelers. They shuttle between past regrets and future anxieties with remarkable speed, leaving us disconnected from the only reality that truly exists right now. Neuroscience reveals a startling truth. The average person spends nearly 47% of their waking hours lost in thought, completely detached from the present moment. The hidden cost of mental time travel. Think about your typical day. How many times do you replay a conversation from yesterday, imagining what you should have said? How often do you worry about potential scenarios that haven't even happened? Each of these mental detours comes with a significant psychological price tag. Constant mental time travel triggers increased stress hormones, reduced emotional resilience, diminished cognitive performance, higher rates of anxiety and depression, weakened immune system responses. Your brain is essentially running multiple complex simulations simultaneously, draining your mental energy and preventing you from experiencing life as it unfolds. The neurological landscape of presence. When you're fully present, something magical happens in your brain. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for complex thinking and emotional regulation, becomes more active. Simultaneously, the amygdala, which manages fear and stress responses, becomes less reactive. This neurological shift doesn't just feel good. It fundamentally rewires how you experience life. Research from Harvard University shows that individuals who practice present moment awareness demonstrate 35% reduction in perceived stress, improved memory retention, enhanced creativity, better interpersonal relationships, more effective problem-solving skills, breaking the chains of temporal distraction. Living in the present isn't about eliminating thoughts about past or future. It's about creating a balanced relationship with your mental landscape. Imagine your thoughts as clouds passing through the sky of your consciousness, observable, but not requiring constant engagement. The present moment is where life actually happens. It's where creativity sparks, connections deepen, real learning occurs, genuine experiences unfold, authentic emotions are felt. A personal invitation to presence. This isn't just another self-help concept. This is a radical invitation to reclaim your life, one moment at a time. By choosing presence, you're not just changing how you think, you're transforming how you live. Prepare to unlock powerful techniques that will anchor you in the now, quiet your mental chatter, and create a life rich with authentic, meaningful experiences. Your transformation begins right here, right now. 2. Breathing life into the moment mindfulness meditation techniques. Your breath is more than just a biological function. It's a bridge between your racing mind and the present moment, a powerful anchor that can transform your entire experience of reality. Most people breathe without awareness, treating breathing as an automatic background process. But what if I told you that your breath is a gateway to inner peace? A tool so powerful it can reshape your neural pathways and reset your entire nervous system. The science of conscious breathing. Neuroscientific research reveals something extraordinary. Controlled breathing doesn't just calm your mind. It physically changes your brain. When you practice intentional breathing, you activate the parasympathetic nervous system, triggering a cascade of physiological responses that counteract stress. Key neurological shifts happen within minutes of mindful breathing. Reduced cortisol levels, decreased heart rate, stabilized blood pressure, enhanced prefrontal cortex activity, improved emotional regulation, foundational breathing techniques, the 4-7-8 breathing method. This technique is your instant reset button. Here's how to practice. Inhale quietly through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 7 seconds. Exhale completely through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat this cycle 4 times. This method isn't just a relaxation technique. It's a deliberate intervention that interrupts stress patterns and reestablishes your connection with the present moment. Body scan breathing. Close your eyes and begin with deep, rhythmic breaths. Start at your toes and gradually move your attention upward. Notice the sensation of breath in each body part. Release tension with every exhale. Observe without judgment. Allow your awareness to flow naturally. The magic happens when you realize that your breath is always happening in the now. It doesn't remember the past. It doesn't anticipate the future. It simply exists moment by moment. Overcoming meditation obstacles. Let's address the elephant in the room. Meditation is challenging. Your mind will resist. Thoughts will bombard you. This is normal. The goal isn't to eliminate thoughts, but to become a compassionate observer. When your mind wanders, acknowledge the thought without criticism. Gently guide your attention back to your breath. Treat yourself with kindness. Understand that returning is the practice. Practical integration. You don't need hours of meditation. Start with 5 minutes daily. Consistency trumps duration. Whether you're sitting at your desk, waiting in line, or before sleep, your breath is always available. A transformative invitation. Breathing isn't just something you do. It's something you can experience. Each breath is an opportunity to reset, to reconnect, to remember that you are alive right now. Your breath is waiting. Are you ready to meet it? 3. Awakening your senses. A sensory journey to the present. Your senses are your most powerful portal to the present moment. They are living, breathing portals that can instantly snap you out of mental time travel and ground you in the rich, vibrant landscape of now. Most of us move through life on autopilot, our senses dulled by constant digital stimulation and mental noise. We hear without listening. We see without observing. We touch without feeling. But what if you could rediscover the world through your senses, transforming every moment into a profound experience? The neurological symphony of sensory awareness. When you engage your senses fully, something extraordinary happens in your brain. Neurological studies show that focused sensory attention activates multiple brain regions simultaneously, creating what scientists call a state of flow, a moment of complete absorption and presence. Each sense is a gateway to mindfulness. Sight connects you to visual beauty. Sound attunes you to surrounding rhythms. Touch grounds you in physical reality. Smell triggers emotional memories. Taste creates immediate sensory experiences. Sight, seeing beyond the obvious. Close your eyes for a moment. Now open them slowly. What do you truly see? Not just objects, but textures, colors, shadows, light interactions. Notice the intricate details most people miss. The subtle variations in leaf colors. The way sunlight plays on surfaces. Microscopic movements in your environment. Practice the color meditation. Choose a color. Spend 5 minutes finding everything in that color. Observe without judgment. Let your visual world become a mindful exploration. Sound, the invisible landscape. Sound is a constant, often unnoticed companion. Most people hear noise. Mindful listeners experience sound as a living, breathing entity. Listening meditation technique. Find a quiet space. Close your eyes. Listen to distant sounds without labeling them. Notice the space between sounds. Allow sounds to come and go without attachment. Touch, rediscovering physical sensation. Your skin is a sophisticated sensory organ containing millions of nerve endings. Each touch is a conversation with reality. Mindful touch practices. Slowly run your fingers across different textures. Feel the temperature variations. Notice pressure and softness. Experience touch as a form of meditation. Smell and taste, gourmet moments of presence. Transform everyday experiences into sensory celebrations. Smell your morning coffee intentionally. Notice the complex aroma layers. Take one mindful bite during meals. Explore flavor landscapes. Chew slowly, experiencing texture and taste. Breaking automatic pilot. Every sensory experience is an invitation to presence. When you fully engage your senses, you interrupt mental chatter. You become an explorer of the moment, not a prisoner of your thoughts. A sensory revolution. Your senses are not just perception tools. They are portals to wonder, gateways to presence, bridges between your inner world and external reality. The world is waiting to be experienced. Are you ready to truly see, hear, touch, smell, and taste life? 4. Stopping the worry tornado, redirecting mental energy. Worry is a master illusionist. It convinces you that constant mental rehearsal will somehow protect you from future pain. But here's the brutal truth. Worry is a thief that steals your present moment, offering nothing in return except anxiety and exhaustion. Your mind is a powerful storytelling machine, constantly spinning narratives about potential disasters, imagined conflicts, and worst-case scenarios. These mental movies feel so real that your body can't distinguish between an actual threat and a fabricated worry. The anatomy of worry. Psychological research reveals a startling insight. 85% of the scenarios we worry about never actually happen. Yet, these mental simulations trigger very real stress responses. Elevated cortisol levels, increased heart rate, compromised immune function, reduced cognitive performance, emotional exhaustion. Worry is not protection. It's a self-imposed mental prison. Breaking the worry cycle. The worry container technique. Create a mental boundary between productive thinking and destructive rumination. Set aside 15 minutes daily as your worry time. During this window, allow yourself to explore your concerns. Outside this time, gently redirect your thoughts. Treat worries like uninvited guests. Acknowledge them, then show them the door. The 3-step worry interrupt. When anxiety starts to spiral. 1. Recognize the worry, name it. 2. Question its validity, is this real or imagination? 3. Redirect your attention to the present moment. Cognitive reframing strategies. Your thoughts are not facts. They are interpretations, often colored by past experiences and fears. Cognitive reframing allows you to transform worry into constructive thinking. Replace "what if something goes wrong" with "how can I prepare?" Shift from victim thinking to problem-solving mode. Embrace uncertainty as a natural part of life. The acceptance paradox. Counterintuitive as it sounds, accepting uncertainty reduces anxiety. When you stop fighting against what you cannot control, you reclaim your mental energy. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation. It means acknowledging current limitations, focusing on what you can influence, letting go of the need to control everything, trusting in your ability to handle challenges. Emotional regulation techniques. Worry is an emotion, not a fact. You can learn to regulate it. Practice deep breathing when anxiety rises. Use grounding techniques. 5-4-3-2-1 sensory method. Develop a compassionate inner dialogue. Recognize worry as a protective mechanism, not an enemy. The present moment as your sanctuary. Every time you choose presence over worry, you're rewiring your brain. You're building new neural pathways of resilience, calm, and clarity. Worry is a habit, and like any habit, it can be unlearned. Your life is happening right now, not in the imaginary scenarios your mind creates. Are you ready to step out of the worry tornado and into the calm center of the present moment? 5. Everyday presence practical strategies for mindful living. Living in the present moment isn't a destination. It's a continuous journey woven into the fabric of your daily life. This isn't about grand gestures or hours of meditation. It's about transforming ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences of awareness. Mindfulness isn't a luxury. It's a survival skill in a world designed to pull your attention in 1,000 directions simultaneously. Your smartphone, work pressures, social media, personal obligations, they're all competing for your mental real estate. But you have the power to reclaim your attention one moment at a time. Mindful morning rituals. Your first moments awake set the tone for the entire day. Instead of reaching for your phone immediately, create a sacred morning routine. Take 3 deep breaths before getting out of bed. Notice the sensation of your feet touching the ground. Observe the first light, the first sounds of the day. Drink your morning beverage with complete attention. These simple acts transform mundane morning routines into meditation. Workplace presence. Work doesn't have to be a mental escape. It can be a playground of mindfulness. Practice single-tasking instead of multitasking. Take conscious breathing breaks. Listen fully during conversations. Complete one task with total engagement before moving to the next. Your productivity isn't measured by how many things you do simultaneously, but by the quality of your attention. Relationship mindfulness. True connection happens in the present moment. When you're with someone, put away digital devices. Make eye contact. Listen without preparing your response. Notice subtle emotional nuances. Respond, don't react. Relationships deepen when you bring your full, unclouded attention to them. Gratitude as a presence practice. Gratitude is mindfulness in action. It anchors you to the richness of the present moment. Keep a gratitude journal. Notice 3 specific things daily. Appreciate small moments. Express genuine appreciation to others. Gratitude transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences. Micromeditation techniques. You don't need hours. You need moments. 30-second breathing pauses. Mindful walking between meetings. Conscious eating. Sensory check-ins throughout the day. Each moment is an opportunity to reset, to reconnect, to return to yourself. The continuous practice. Presence is not a perfect state. It's a continuous practice of returning. When you drift, you don't fail. You simply begin again. Every breath is a new beginning. Every moment is an invitation. Your life is happening right now. Are you ready to fully show up for it? This journey isn't about perfection. It's about progression. One moment, one breath, one choice at a time. Your 7-day mindfulness challenge. I'm challenging you to transform your life with a simple commitment. 1. Morning mindfulness. 5 minutes of breathing meditation. 2. Sensory check-in. Pause 3 times daily. Engage your senses. 3. Worry interrupt. Use the 3-step worry technique when anxiety rises. 4. Gratitude moment. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. 5. Presence practice. Choose one daily activity to do with full attention. Your life is happening right now. Not tomorrow. Not yesterday. Right now. Will you choose to fully show up? Transform. Present. Alive.